Oh, did you know that Oklahoma has something that most states do not? You can probably see in the screen what it is. Were you aware of this?
I wasn't until you sent it to me, but I benefit from this greatly. My family does. When I have a kid in preschool, for free.
Oh, nice.
For free.
Nice.
So
I have a 2-year-old that's about to I think they do 2-year-olds with this. So basically what's happening is we have this video. That's not the one. We have this video talking about how Oklahoma is one of the only states that has progressive, free pre-kindergarten care.
Yeah.
Which
that surprises me that Oklahoma has it, but then you know what I mean?
Like they started it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then to know that other states don't, that's pretty surprising to me.
Yeah.
I wonder why.
We're about to find out.
Oh.
In the U.S., free public school typically has 13 grades and begins with kindergarten at age 5. It's been this way for a long time, but some say that free public school should start at age 4, universal pre-K. Free or cheap education for 4-year-olds is already a reality in many wealthy countries around the world. But in the U.S., universal pre-K is often seen as a lofty, progressive
A liberal grand slam.
goal with a big price tag. And it only exists in a few states and some cities. Vermont's had it since 2014. So has New York City. And DC's popular UPK program started in 2008. But the US state with the longest continuously running, free, universally available, high-quality education program for 4-year-olds is Oklahoma. Yep, Oklahoma is about as conservative as it gets.
Yep.
So he's about to tell us what we haven't had a Democratic win since Quick Trip
That's pretty wild.
was started.
That's pretty wild.
Hasn't voted for a Democratic president in 60 years. But this state made free, high-quality pre-K the new normal back in 1998, years ahead of its progressive peers.
Years ahead.
Yeah.
Decades ahead, or at least a decade ahead of Washington, D.C.
Yeah, everyone. And those are like some of the most progressive places.
Right.
You're going to see how they got it done.
Oh, yeah.
It's wild.
Ooh, tune in.
It's wild.
It's just an arbitrary line. It's hard to even think of us not having pre-K programs. It seems like they've been here forever.
I wanted to know a couple things. How they pulled this off.
The voters didn't have a clue what we were doing.
I don't know if we should be bragging about that. They didn't know what they were voting for.
Which is kind of like my whole thing. Like, why doesn't anyone know what's going on? It's not good. I mean, it's good that we have this program.
Yeah.
But we should probably know how we got it.
We should understand why it got here. Yeah. Especially if obviously we're not voting on it now, but back then I should know what I'm voting for.
Yeah. It's probably worse now because people voted more back.
Oh yeah.
In the day.
Yeah.
On purpose. What other states can learn from the program and what free pre-K looks like a generation of kids later. Now,
so I will say I don't like that.
Which part?
I don't like that.
Which part?
Anything on purpose that the voters don't. To me, I benefit from the pre-K program. My family does. But anything that the voters don't know about on purpose that is now enacted, anything, I don't like that. On purpose?
Which kind of makes you wonder, and I don't think they even get into it on this video, but how is it actually benefiting the people making the laws at that time?
Yeah.
If people weren't even supposed to know.
Yeah. No, my wheels are already spinning about why, especially when it's like, not everybody's offering this. Why are we now offering it? Why do we want the kids to be younger? Like I said, my kid's in preschool, and I appreciate it. She's thriving. She's doing great. Also, let's get them into the system, train their brain to what we want it to think earlier. Two things can be true at once.
I didn't think about that.
But we're not going to open up that can of worms, so.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Rare in the U.S. Most U.S. states offer some form of state-funded pre-K for 4-year-olds, but very few are considered universal.
So let's see here.
Okay.
Let's see here. So these are the only ones that are universal. So we're one in a very small elite group. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, Florida's also
Right. Pretty red.
pretty red. I think Colorado's
Very
blue.
red.
This is a swing state, right? We're going to say
Iowa?
yes. I think Iowa's a swing state.
It's on you, bro.
All right. Let's stop right here.
Considered universal. The majority of these programs prioritize low-income and at-risk children. Programs like that are often part of Head Start, a big, federally funded school program that's been subsidizing education for young children living in poverty since the 1960s. A program that the Trump administration is threatening to dismantle. In Oklahoma, Head Start schools and public elementary schools are closely linked. In Tulsa, Oklahoma, Head Start schools are run by an organization called CAP Tulsa. They share resources with Tulsa public schools and, in many cases, are built close together.
Everything the children are doing
So I
in the
think-
classroom.
So
is
I actually have a
intentional.
running route, and I've passed one of these schools, I think.
I love that you just casually said you have a running route. That's great.
Like,
Good
look,
for you.
man. Hey,
I can't run for nothing.
I am trying.
That's amazing.
I am trying. I got to lose like 20
You
pounds.
do it in the morning, at night. It takes time to run.
It does.
That's the hardest part
does.
for me. It's like
Yeah.
I'm doing this for 2
I mean,
hours.
just an hour.
That's crazy.
So just wake up an hour earlier.
Yeah.
And then ruin your knees. No big deal. There is a school, Kendall Whittier Elementary School. So this is a school, and I would always. So I would like run around here, right? Mm-hmm. And this is, like, I would always see this building right here, and be like, well, why is it? Is this the same school? Like, what's it? Like, it's got a different sign. What's going on here?
Right.
But this has to be what
What they're talking
they're
about.
talking about.
Yeah.
Is this thing, Tulsa?
I think a lot of the preschools are joint, same property type of thing, which, I mean, it helps families who have multiple children in the elementary and, same location.
Children with family, income, race, and adverse experiences do not predict life success. So this has to be.
But the thing about Head Start, like they said, it's for low income, right? So like
Yeah.
they were having it for, that's why it wasn't considered universal, because Head Start's pretty much everywhere.
I see.
And so Oklahoma allowed it to not be based on income.
Okay.
So you're not like, hey.
Which is why it's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. So everyone can do it. Mm-hmm. Well, I'm with it.
They arranged to stimulate their development in every respect. I am the executive director of CAP Tulsa. We were observing these children using these colorful tiny tiles that they were gluing onto the first letter of their name. That type of skill, that fine motor skill development, prepares them to hold a pencil.
I visited both CAP and public elementary pre-K classrooms to see the kinds of activities she meant, like identifying the parts of a book.
Title, what's this part?
And creative problem solving and collaboration.
It's how to get along with people, how to self-regulate.
And it works. Decades of research shows that kids that experience high-quality education environments as 4-year-olds show up to elementary school with an advantage.
Kindergarten teachers always know the children that have come through our program because they are the children that know how to be in school.
So here's a question. Mm-hmm. At least what I think the question is, like, how early do people really want to socialize their kids?
Right.
You know?
Yeah. I mean, there's so much to it. Mm-hmm. There's so much to it.
Because I think,
Yeah.
well, I have a 2-year-old, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he, he's very like boisterous and energetic,
Yeah.
like at the house. But his mom will take him like to the library,
Yeah.
right? And
How does
he's
he do in the library? No. He gets it?
He,
My 3-year-old does not get it. So
I mean,
we need to have the
he
kids hang out.
He'll like play around, but he doesn't really like talking to anybody.
Okay.
And so he'll just kind of like just stare at kids.
Yeah.
That sort of thing.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
You're not
He's
saying
not
like
quite,
it's he knows it's a library. Let's put our inside
he
voices
definitely
on.
knows that it's a library.
Okay.
He definitely knows it's a library.
Yeah.
He'll ask to go to the library. But then when he actually gets there, like his entire like demeanor changes.
You think he would benefit from socialization? Well,
Well, that's the thing, because like he's
yeah.
kind of being socialized now by going
Right.
to the library.
Yeah,
You know
and
what
I
mean?
agree with that. I also don't think that the public education system is the ideal socialization method.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think we need to go to the rest of this video. It's by Vox. You guys can go to it. We'll put a link in the description or something
That's
like
very
that.
interesting, though.
Yeah, it's very good. The only caveat is that it is the Oklahoma education system.
Fabulous point.
I'm just saying. That's the only...
Remind me again. Remind me again.
50th.
Lead with that next time. Because let us not brag when we're in last place.
Well, there's 51. Yeah, so we're not last.
Okay.
There's 51.
Great.
Yeah, so
Second to last. All right.
thanks for being with us, guys.